Edit now, share later is our topic today on Luminar Coffee Break. Let's see what we can accomplish in 15 minutes or less, starting now. Hello, everyone. Well, today's topic was inspired by one of my coworkers, my teammate, Elisa. She was in Amsterdam, and I'm watching on vacation. I'm watching her images on Facebook, and it's like, oh man, they are having a blast. And I love that she was able to take images while she's there with her family and her friends, and then she was able to share them on social media. So that's what our topic is going to be on today, is how to use the new ecosystem to where you go out, you photograph, whether it's with your cell phone or with your camera. You photograph. Now, if it's with your camera, obviously, you'll tether it, whatever software, whatever camera you have, and whatever operating system you have on your phone, you'll use that native tethering system. In my case, I have an Android, and I use a Nikon, so I use SnapBridge. And I just take a picture, drop that picture into my camera or into my phone, use Luminar Mobile, and then complete my edits. So why is that so exciting? Well, I'm going to grab a picture I did. Here is, let me get this in for you, one moment. There we go. There we go. All right. And let me share my screen with you. So here is an image I took of my nephew Owen and this young girl named Jovi. They grew up together, so I've been doing photo shoots with them since they were little. So here's this one shot I absolutely love that I took of her. Well, imagine this. I used my camera, took the picture, it sent it right to my phone. Now that it's in my phone, I'm using Luminar Mobile. Now watch this. I'm going to go through, in fact, here's where we start. I'm going to click on the filters, or the presets. And I just love the black and white presets that we have built in. So I'm going to apply the black and white preset, and much like the desktop, I have control over the strength. I can add a vignette. In fact, we'll do that right now. So I'm going to dial it back just a little bit. And let's go here. I'm going to use Enhance AI just a little bit. And I do want to get to my black tones. I'm going to tone them down just a touch, right about there. And then let's jump over to here we go, vignette. Let's do the vignette. Good. And ready for this? Bokeh AI is on it. So I'm going to just really go overboard with that, just to separate her from the background. And by the way, if you notice that when I click, I'm hoping you can see it, when I click on one of the tools, there we go, I could do a before and after. If I click on the actual image itself, here's my before and after. Give it a moment. All right. And there we go. Oh, I'm zooming in, that's why. There we go. So I want to make this quick. Now I'm talking more. I can edit it faster than me talking as I'm doing it. But just imagine this. Me, my sister. I'm so sorry. So I have the image here. I love what I'm seeing. And then I can even mess with the skin and go on from there. I got it. Now I'm going to copy the edits. And while I'm at it, I might as well just save this to my photo gallery. Now, once I save it to my photo gallery, boom, it's on my phone. I can shoot it off to my family, my friends in real time. So I don't want to lose out on the excitement of what we're doing there. But at the same time, I want to share in real time, my excitement with my family, my friends, and on social media. Once I have all that done, and again, let's see, it's exporting it. Let's see, here we go. And then here's Owen, my great nephew. I love this shot here. So I just copied the edit from Jovi, and then all I need to do now is just paste it onto this one. Now, obviously, it's moving a little bit slow because of the connections. So here we are. So there he is. And by the way, note to self, he was 4 years old at the time. When you tell a bunch of 4-year-olds, hey, go pick one of those flowers, and you start taking pictures of them, They didn't understand one flower. So my poor neighbor, Mrs. Nolan, I had to replace all of those tulips because they picked all of them. From the photographer standpoint, it was cool watching them pick these flowers, taking a picture, but I wasn't paying attention. So now that I have it set, I could paste what we just did. Beautiful. We have that set. Look at that. Now I have it. Once I'm done, now I can close out of this, and let me get out of the way. So now that we have this set, what I'm going to do is come over here into Luminar Mobile. And notice I made Valerians. These are pierogies, but the Polish pierogi, but for the Ukrainian, I did that for my team's statehood. That was my little surprise. But here's a good example. So there's my nephew, Owen. I'm going to import a photo. Now, there she is, the one that we just had. And actually, let me get back to her because, one moment. Yeah, so when photo gallery, there we are. I brought her in. So once I brought her in, and what I'm doing right now, by the way, is I ended up, when I did the change, I didn't let it save. So once I save it, that's what we're doing right now, then it's going to appear inside Luminar Neo with the edits that I just made. So I can start on my desktop. See, here we go. I can start on my desktop. Let's see if it brings it in. And I can continue with the edits all the way through. So the neat thing about this is you're able to share your excitement while you're on the go. Think of this for photo walks. Think of this when you're doing family get-togethers. Think of this workflow for different things that you want to enjoy the moment on a trip, but at the same time, you want to share it with the world. Now, in the past, where I would go wrong with this, let me get out of the way. One moment. There we go. There we go. All right. So in the past, where I used to make a mistake is like when we went to Iceland. I was so excited to share these images with my family and friends. I missed a lot of opportunities to photograph because I was on my laptop trying to get the images just right, sent it off. You know what happens when us photographers, when we start editing, sometimes we lose track of, not sometimes, we always lose track of time. And when we lose track of time like that, we're missing out what's in front of us. That's where the mobile is going to fit into my workflow now. And in our new cross-device editing, where I could use my phone, snap the shot, do a quick edit, post it on social media, and then get right back to what I'm doing. Now, after I did this, I thought about this with my goddaughter, Amanda Lusant. So Amanda, this is her here. In fact, this right here, there we go. So if you want to follow her on Instagram, you're welcome to. She's a posing coach. She's based in Brazil. Well, you know what's really cool? Amanda is heading off to Paris for Paris Fashion Week. And she's done it before herself as a model. Well, now she's teaching women. I think that's the coolest thing that she's transformed into that. Well, imagine, there she is in Paris. Beautiful location. If somebody took their cell phone and started snapping shots behind the scenes, now they can do quick edits with Luminar Neo, remove distractions, upload it to social media in real time. So that was one of them. And here's one of the other. I just love to show you. I love how, here we'll do this one. Yeah, I love how she teaches posing. So for photographers, if you're wondering how to pose models, look at this. Here's a perfect example on how to do it. But how neat is this that you could be there in real time, snapping the shots, editing, put it up online, and it goes from there. All right? So there we have it. Why I feel the cross-device editing, I've always done it in the past, but in a different way to where, I'd always tether to my computer and then do my editing and then shoot it off. Well, now I could just tether it to my phone or just use my phone itself and then edit. So at least the world, because us photographers do not like showing unedited images. Now we have a good base, cleaning it up, upload, I get back to my desktop, I can continue with the edit and go from there. All right. So we've been doing for the last few sessions, I've been giving you extra educational resources. So if you want to take a screenshot, these are a few of the extra resources that I feel that will be great for you to look at. There's the Opposing Academy, and I'm giving the links. Bobby Lane and Lee Varas is coming up with really great events starting this week. You can check it out. Shutter Speak with our good buddy Joe. He's doing a boot camp at Nikon. Voices of Leadership. This is a new one. My good friend Jesus Cabrera, he is doing this really cool female-led workshop in October. So men are welcome to attend, but it's primarily going to be the voice of leadership in the female education community, which I think is awesome. And then in October, I'll also be in New Jersey for TNF Camera. We're doing the incredible Civil War reenactment. So all of you are welcome to attend there. All right? Well, hey, if you're here, please stick around for the Ask Me Anything segment. For everyone else, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next coffee break. Hello. All right, guys. Oh, there we go.
Nice.